Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. I've been having a lot of fun lately with these expert challenges. Why don't we keep going with these? We did win Overcharged. What's the next one? Evil Eyes. Your units have permadeath and heartless, but on the bright side, everything has googly eyes. This will make somebody very happy. The one that we failed was Stewardship. We could just go through these in order. Why not? What the heck is Evil Eyes? Permadeath and Heartless. If we had Permadeath and Heartless, units cannot be healed. When a non-champion unit dies, is purged from your deck. Okay, I have a couple of ideas. I want to talk about my decisions too a little bit here, because I don't even know what I want. If we take either Alt Hellhorned or normal Melting Remnant, we can get rid of the dregs and we can get rid of the imps that are in our deck for free, so we can have a very thin deck. Now the Queen gets buffed when you play an imp, or gives you cheap imps, but we can't really rely on the imps if we get them killed. Now if you make a unit endless, they won't die when they're permadeathed. I think. So if we can make an endless imp, we can keep like bringing back Transcendence with the armor and the rage or something and have like a really interesting run happen there. What's the difference between the check marks? So the yellow check mark is you defeated Seraph. The purple check mark is you've defeated Divinity. That's the only difference between the check marks. So, the Queen could be interesting, and then also Rector Flicker could be interesting, but the problem with these units though is the Queen requires imps, Rector Flicker requires a Reformation, which won't happen. Units will die. Same thing with Little Fade. It'll make it easier to reform her, but unless we get an endless unit, Little Fade is going to be the only unit we have at all. Then we could go Wormkin. We could go Stygian. I gotta admit, Soul Guard tempts me, because I think the last time I did this challenge, I literally just had a Frostbite deck. I would play Titan's Tooth and then put like 900 Frostbite on the boss and then kill every boss in like 3 turns. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. That being said, oh, you know what? No, the second time I did this challenge, I think I used the Rage Champion. I put a Rage guy behind him and buffed him up. And we did a run with the Rage Champion previously. What is with those toenails? Oh my God, put that stuff away. Awoken cannot be healed, so that's terrible. Wildington is very good. So I'm leaning towards, I think, trying to get Rage Champion and then Alt Awoken Alt for the root seeds, but I've got to admit, like, just tossing in like a Melting Remnant or something is kind of fun, because then you can just get rid of the dregs and just have a thin deck with Hellhorned. Awoken is also tempting for Hellhorn, because if you get the champion that has revenge triggers that give you armor and rage, that'll apply on spikes, so we can get spikes in the deck. But again, this is just such a weird challenge, because how do you build around your units dying? Well, it means you can't really play the units that you would normally play. So I have no idea. Maybe we'll go Shardtail Queen and take the Queen that gives us free imps, and then we can just dump the imps out of the deck, and then maybe we can take Alt Melting and then dump the dregs out of the deck. I'm so interested in this, I kind of want to just see how it works. But I think this is absolutely terrible. I want to at least try once to make the thinnest deck of all time, but I'm sure we're gonna die and have to redo this. So Molded is useless, Hornbreak is good, March of Shields is fine. Let's go. And we have Googly Eyes, for all of you Googly Eye lovers out there. When you play a unit, a random card is reduced to 0. Believe it or not, that is terrible, because eventually, no it's not, because if we get the Queen that gives us imps, we'll get free units. So sure, we'll try it. Let's hope for the Queen that gives us imps, yes. And am I gonna take the gold? No, and the reason is we don't really need it. Because if we can't rely on units, I really don't even know what we're gonna be looking for as far as units go. What I do know though is that our imps are gonna be yeeted out of the deck absurdly fast. So let's get the queen out. At least we have armor that we can put on her, and then we're just going to kill some train stewards. There you go. I'm putting them here so that maybe we can get the collector. So goodbye. Goodbye. I mean, our deck is gonna get very thin. I'm looking at the number. We went from 25 to 17 cards. And it's only gonna get better from there. Once we get rid of this, the imps that she gives us don't get purged. Yo, okay. So because her imp died, we get another one of these out immediately. I had no idea. That's actually kind of fun. So there is a reason to run this strategy with molds. Oh my God, look at the imps. We do have the ability to bring back imps. Very fun. Okay, we'll see if this works. We just have unlimited imps, I guess. There you go. I hope Abe will be converted to googly eyes. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. I mean, we have we have a 10 card deck now. I have one dreg that I didn't play. But now we can bring back imps if we wanted to. We can say like, hey, why don't you die? You play another imp. Oh, hey, look, we got another imp we can play. So we can get some pretty cool imp synergies with the imps that she gives us. Keeping the champ alive, though, is gonna be very difficult. But hey, we have a 10 card deck. We can add whatever we want. I don't think we need a hidden passage. I will say a fortify seems okay. I mean, no. So I think we're gonna skip this card. You also protected a dreg from purging. Whatever, we'll just purge it next combat. I guess it doesn't really matter if we leave 1 or 2 dregs in the deck. We did purge all of our train stewards and all of our imps, and we have 2 dregs. So actually we have a 9 card deck right now. Fantastic. I will say the draft is very tempting. However, we're never gonna be able to keep the unit alive. We could just take it and then purge it in 1 combat, but like, Molten Encasement 2 to stealth the champion could be kind of interesting. But again, that doesn't really seem like what we're going for, is it? What are we going for? We're going for imps. Nothing here gives us endless on, melding. So I think we skip this, even though the Molten Encasement is tempting because of the extinguished triggers, but... I'm actually gonna take it. I'm taking it specifically for endless. And then what do we have here? Resolve, apply armor 5. I actually think that's worth taking. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take units, not play them, and I'm going to wait until like here to see if we can get endless on these units. Because if we get endless on them, we can actually play them. I think we want endless. Like on the Molten Encasement, but I'm gonna go spells first. So I'm gonna apply Burnout 3 plus 15 plus 30, Burnout 3. I mean, I could take you for a combat. There's no reason not to, except for the money. Permafrost, no. Magic Power and Consume. I think that's okay on a Horn Break. Does Endless trump Purge? As far as I know, Endless trumps Purge, which is why I'm trying to go for it. Remove Consume and cost 1 more. It's not what I'm looking for. So instead, I'm gonna make mold cheap. I will take the money now. Should have taken the first money. Yeah, because we want to re-roll into endless. Yeah, that would have been smart. So we're gonna see if we can't find endless. I know we didn't go to the merchant. Maybe we should have gone to that merchant, but that's fine. So don't play. You know, we could play the steelworker. I think I will. But he's gonna go behind the queen, because he's more important to live, actually. But this way we'll get armor every turn. Now you're gonna haste. I think we're gonna do this to kill 2 units. We got armor. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, but who cares? Molded will now be able to hit the imp as soon as we play the imp. You're gonna have the armor as well. I think... This is a weird one, but like... Imp. It's like I could kill the imp and then bring it back. It doesn't like help that much, but I guess it does keep her alive, so it helps a little bit. How the hell are we gonna kill the boss? I don't do any damage. Why are you taking 2? Oh, because you're attacking into him. I don't know, I guess we'll just wipe you. Yeah, sure, give the imp 5 armor. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad idea. Give spikes 3, you do 10 damage per attack. So you're killing me in 1 hit. I could armor up, but I'd much rather just armor up this imp. Sorry, little impy, but go ahead. Now you're taking 30. Purged, purged. Now we have a 11 card deck. And I've got a great imp. A great imp! At least, I mean, we're not even losing the imp, but this is just, I don't know. Our unit didn't die, so he's gonna stick around for a while. I don't want any of these. We already have 2 of these cards, and Hidden Passage doesn't matter. It's another draft. I can't really let any unit burn out. Apply +10 and burn out 2 to a friendly unit. I mean, I guess technically I might be able to play the draft and then keep buffing it with Wicklash over and over again, but this is like not how we're building. I don't know how we're building this deck. I'm just kind of waiting to hopefully find some good cards. Hellhorn, Merchant of Steel. Maybe we can find Endless and put it on the Smoke Bomb. Endless! Railbeater, Demon Fiend. +30, +30, and 1. Resolve, apply armor 5 to friendly units. It's like, how is this gonna work now? Do we need armor or stealth? Because if we make the Molten Encasement endless, then we never need to worry about armor on the queen because she's always gonna have armor, and we have cards that give armor anyways. We don't need the Steelworker's effect. We could make a unit larger with Demon Fiend, but then there's less room for imps on her floor, and we're gonna give her armor and rage every turn, eventually. So I think we're gonna rely on stealth. Resolve triggers after combat. But we want Molten Encasement to die, so putting the Steelworker inside of it is not a good idea. What we should do is probably duplicate it and then meld it so it's stealth 4. Which I don't think we can do right now. But I don't think we want any of this. Even Demon Fiend, I can't play it. No, we could. in theory, but I don't think this is the unit we're looking for. Now, the problem I'm noticing in this deck right now is how the hell are we going to kill wide floors with the Shardtail Queen unless we give her multi-strike, which we can't, so I don't know what we're going to do. So I tell you what, I'm going to take the Demon Fiend, we'll purge it later if we have to. We're going to give Molten Encasement Endless. And we want it to die every turn, so we're not even going to give it stats. Let's roll. Build a card. This could be very good. Manok, welcome. I've been looking at Monster Train streams for days, but this is the first time I see someone who hasn't just started. Definitely not. I've played a lot. And I'm still going. Frostbite, Sap, Regen. Regen doesn't work. Sap. I mean, if we give it a holdover, it could keep the queen alive, but how are we gonna kill anything? Frostbite could be like Frostbite 10, or we could turn this into a buff card, buff rage and gold or rage and capacity. Capacity could be kind of nice, actually. Maybe we want nothing. Ascend. And then let's increase capacity. Send the unit, add 1 capacity to the floor. Cause now I'm thinking, if we put the Demon Fiend inside of the Steelworker, take capacity, we can buff capacity on the Queen's floor forever, and then play like multi-strike on the Steelworker. Maybe we can get multi-strike right now. We got quick. Do I give you quick and then multi-strike and then have you be the multi-striker with rage gain? Well, we don't need quick if we have stealth. So I think quick is not what we want. In which case, what do we want? I think the answer is nothing. Greatest spell to cost -2. Doesn't matter. Purge doesn't matter. So I think I'm gonna put the Demon Fiend in the Steelworker. Because this gives us armor gain. He's a big unit. We can increase capacity on the floor to play him, play the stealth unit, get stealth and armor, and then when the stealth runs out, we'll have armor, and then he can get multi-strike, and then he's a big hitter. Is that good enough? Look, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I don't know how we're gonna defeat divinity like this. Minox says, I just started this game earlier this week, beat Covenant rank 5, finally unlocked those candle guys. I think Melting Remnant might be the best clan. That's what I'll say. So we want you. This'll work, trust me. You. Ascend. Oh no, can't move, but at least we have more capacity now. Then we'll play the queen and then kill the bomb. That way we're getting stealth, and then every turn this bomb comes back. And ideally every turn we kill the bomb, even though it might not necessarily be the case. She gets the armor. We gotta kill our bomb because I played it a little bit funkily. We play the imps just to kill things, and then we can mold back the imps, because the imps that we get from the queen don't actually die forever. What a weird deck. Alpha Ananas, welcome. Googly eyes are actually a part of the challenge parameters. They are. Your units are permadeath heartless, but hey, at least everything has googly eyes. So we want you. You'll die stealth, take the hit. Then we want you. Now, I think things are gonna slowly make it through. What I actually would really love right now is better Better damaging spells. So I think we want to kill you. Then we'll play you. Then we'll play you. You're gaining armor, which is actually not what I want, but that's fine. And these imps are really bad, but they are, you know, occasionally doing damage. But ideally, we're gonna get rage imps next. In fact, we're going to. You're a burnout boy? I think we'll, no, don't ice her. Ice the Endless. Keep giving you the armor. You're gonna burn out anyways. And it looks like you're gonna make it up to the pyre, which is really annoying. You're gonna do 7 damage. But I don't think there's a way I can stop that. No, there is. Now you're gonna hit it once. So we really do need more units, bigger units that all go behind the champ on the top floor, and then with this old magic, we can keep the capacity going. That's the thinking anyways. We stack up the stealth so that nothing can kill us before Relentless, and then during Relentless, hopefully we just have enough damage. That's why you're aggressive with the imps. Yeah, we've already purged everything out of the deck that we can. Now it's literally just imps. How are you not dying? All right, I tell you what. There you go. You're burning out, and you're not dying in one hit. So we'll do this. And we'll do this. And then in theory, if I had access to a burnout 5, if I had access to a stealth unit in a stealth unit, we could keep our unit stealth for a very, very, very long time. Let's see what we get. Hallowed Halls. One Horn's Tome is what we want. It's the only card that matters right now because we have to do more damage. And the queen doesn't have enough damage on her own. This guy doesn't have enough damage on their own, but because we're gonna get rage, multi-strike is gonna work fantastically. And who cares about fragile? We have armor. Now I will say an Alpha Fiend would have been really tempting to put inside of the Steel Worker. I wish I had waited, but this is still fine. Horned Warrior also would have been really nice to put inside of the Steel Worker, but, well, we don't really have that option anymore, do we? Although I am trying to think, is there, if we take a unit, we can just kill it later. What would we do with like the Horned Warrior or the Alpha Fiend? We could make another unit and then eventually have enough capacity thanks to old magic to play everything. Where would everything go? We could also just kill off the Steelworker if we don't want him anymore. You know, if we're gonna be relying on armor, we don't need him. We could instead use like a Horned Warrior with the multi-strike and put it in something else. Abe reforms imps because they're created during the battle, not a part of the deck. That is correct. We can reform the imps created from the queen because they're not actually in the deck. They're just in the battle. Horned Warrior already has multi-strike. It makes him actually a very good unit to get out there. Let's take him, and we'll think about what we're gonna do with it. Draw or energy or capacity. We want draw, even more so than the capacity, because we want to get to the orb quickly. We can play cards for free thanks to the imps and Flicker Licker. So if we go to the right, we could duplicate a card and get a remnant unit. Duplicating a card means we can put a molten encasement inside of a molten encasement. Getting a unit, maybe it's something that we can meld, but we need to go to the right. We do. Holdover is good as well, but we have things that we need. It's actually, like, real bad because I don't want my Legion of Wax to die, but I guess I could make him endless. Except I can't make him endless. Although I could... like, +8/+8 revenge, summon 1 basic copy of a Mode of Wax, +10, +5, +10 harvest, gain 5. Like, if I put Legion of Wax in the Molten Encasement, it gets hit, dies, creates a copy that's stealthed, and then the Mode of Wax doesn't do anything. It says basic copy, it doesn't get the buffs. Minox says, it occurs to me that the starting units could be purged very easily. Yeah, after the first battle, I got rid of 4 Train Stewards, 4 Dregs, and 4 Imps. Now I have a 14 card deck currently that's probably gonna get thinner. Legion of Wax is super tempting. If we could give it endless, it's worth playing on its own floor. Here's the thing, we can kill it super easily in the future. +10 magic power and piercing, +30 magic power. Now we're talking. Let's take a look at this real quick. Extinguish applies stealth, multi-strike and fragile. I mean, I don't see a good play except this. For 1 unit, for 1 card, we get stealth 4 every time this thing dies. Now we could keep 2 of them in the deck, but then we'd have to play 2 of them. Now we just have to play 1 of them. Now we still have to get this card to show up, so we still need a thin deck, but it is tempting. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade anything else. So we're gonna get Rage Imp now. Apply Rage 5, it's actually incredible. Go ahead. Oh, I don't know, like, this is fine. I am thinking maybe I should just dump the units I've been adding. Like, we don't really need them for anything. We got the orb, so we can put a unit in front. So we're gonna do this. Perfect. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Horned Warrior and Legion can just like chill for a bit. And then both of their damage is the same, so we might as well put the Fragile in the back. Because they're gonna get armor every turn anyways. And then these guys, I don't know. I don't know. But I do know we have to start like this. And then I will kill you. And then we have a Rage Imp, which we can't play. Because we need the Rage Imp. Or sorry, we need more capacity on the top floor. So we might want to go capacity, or we might want to dump this unit and replace him for like a Horned Warrior later. But we did get what we needed. So we can get more capacity. And we can start playing these imps. And then honestly, I should have played March of Shields, but I'm dumb. So instead what I'm gonna do is Hornbreak you. And then sure, have another imp. But like, how are we gonna kill this guy with 180 HP? More rage, I guess. It's the only thing that we need, right? So I'll let you kill that imp, but I think I'm doing this a little bit incorrectly. Horn Break is what I'm using to kill all the backline units, so I didn't want to get 2 of these with Purge. 144. Increase our damage output by 30. So you're not gonna die. Unless I put the Imp in the 2nd position. In which case we're not gonna get any more rage in the future, or any more, Oh, but we're gonna add capacity. Okay, you know what? I think we do it like this. That'll kill you. Keep buffing an Imp. And then get this out of my deck. Should not have taken him. Should not have taken him. But we can increase capacity. Play another Imp. I mean, you might as well stick around, I guess. Then we'll bring you to the front, which should kill you. Give ourselves a whole bunch of stealth. I think the Horned Warrior is a unit I'm gonna want, which is why I'm keeping him around. And we're doing enough damage on the top floor now, but it took us a long time to get there, which is not really what I wanted. Obviously. You guys aren't doing anything, are you? How's the top floor? Everything's dying? We're doing enough in the sense that nothing's making it past us. But it's super slow to get every unit on the top floor raged up and actually doing a decent amount of damage. I can't see all my units. I might as well just give you the armor then. What do we got? We're fine. Sure. So by the end of this, we had like, what, 8 turns of stealth? It's not bad. Extinguish abilities trigger twice. Oh my god, we're gonna have so much infinite stealth. I love it. And you know what? Imp in a box. That's 2 free imps. If we're going hefty in the imp direction, especially like what's a good way of, it's created imps, like in-match created imps, this could be pretty good. Apply stealth 2, extinguish summon drafts. No, we don't need any of this. Although, well again, because if you summon drafts, they're cardless. That's the phrase for it in-game. They're cardless, which means that you can reform them and bring back drafts over and over again. So there is a way that you can use Remnant Host to give you units over and over again. But we have to make this card endless. Otherwise, when we play it once, it'll die. So I don't know. I think we say skip. Extinguish summon 2 drafts. No, get out of here. But what I really want to do right now is I really want to buff Horned Warrior with like more multi-strike, then stealth him behind the champion. Then we'll have more capacity and more damage and more rage gain possibly. So I think we'll take a look at the Merchant of Steel. And then I'm also trying to think, like, is there anything that we need here from the Merchant of Magic? Well, yeah, Holdover would be very good to have. Remove Consume, plus damage on the Horn Break, lower its cost. No Consume on One Horn's Tome would be amazing. So there are still totally plays here. In fact, remove Consume on One Horn is amazing, but I'm still gonna go to the right. There's no more Merchant of Magics? Crap. The only Merchant of Magic is down here at the end with duplication and unstable vortex, so sure, I'll try. I have no idea how this is gonna work. Really, I would love way more chances to upgrade cards. We do have an Endless, so I could make the Horned Warrior Endless in case he dies, but ideally he's gonna just be behind our champion, never getting hit anyways. Toad says, I recall drafts from Remnant Host do not go into the graveyard. Really? That's interesting. I thought that they did. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of Sacrificial Resurrection, that card that makes a draft by consuming your hand. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Is a champion exempt from purging? Yeah, yes, your champion never dies. Dude, I'm looking at this like 5 HP. I think I'm gonna re-roll it. We got quick. I don't care about quickness. That's literally not what I want. I still kind of like the Horned Warrior more than the Steelworker though, because he's a bigger body. Sure, he doesn't get the armor gain, but when we're stealthed up, we never get shot at anyway. We never get hit anyways, and we have so much stealth. We have stealth 8. Stealth 8 from the Molten Encasement now. I kind of want to just make one good Horned Warrior. But not with quick. I mean, you're gonna die to spikes now, though. Because you don't... I can give you armor, I guess. We have like one armor card in the deck. Jesus, I don't know. There you go. I guess we're gonna just save our money. I have no idea how this is going, by the way. I'm gonna make one good horn break too. I'm definitely not getting what I want from the shops, but maybe I should be going to other shops. You know, maybe I should be going to the Merchant of Magic and trying to remove Consume from the multi-strike card. That might be a little bit better. Burnout on the encasement could be useful. It's actually a very good point. I forgot to think about that, but I think we'll be okay. We did get a welder helper, which is nice. But no capacity for the endless encasement, which is actually totally fine, because we can just have it die down here and it doesn't really matter. So it would be like... I mean, are we gonna play the Steelworker up there? Do we even care for the Steelworker? Maybe we should just have the card come out and die. We have armor and we have a Horned Warrior who's already better. You know what? I'm gonna have you die. I've done this slightly incorrectly. And by slightly, I mean probably very incorrectly. We need capacity. We have another Pyre Chomper. Well, I guess we have infinite energy. I want the Horned Warrior out. I think this will be fine, because we're going to get Horn Break next turn. We can use it to kill our own units. So we're going to put out the Horned Warrior in the back. We're going to give him multi-strike. And then you're just going to come out here to die. I got an idea. Why are you dying? Because you sweep. That's totally fine, because we can kill our own tomb. Start with the old magic. What is this? I'll take another fledgling imp. We don't need the energy. We will... You know, I could just kill you with the Horn Break. It's way better. Sweet. Then we'll play... You attack twice. Take some rage. Stop you, and then don't even play the other imp because I don't have the energy for it, but that's totally fine. I hate to say it, capacity might be something I want to grab. Now we want to play March of Shields first. I guess we're just gonna have one armor imp. But we have 7 stealth on this floor already, and it's just gonna get higher and higher every time we play cards. I think we want capacity, I really do. That guy is also living. Do you hear that? 14 stealth, huh? Yeah, I think we're gonna want capacity after this. You're dying. You're dead. You sweep. You're gonna kill my unit. You know what? That's what he was here for. He was here to die. Deal 5 damage to your front unit on death. It's totally fine, because we'll play an imp. We'll play an imp. An imp. A melted encasement. I mean, we're doing 400 damage now. We're getting there, we're getting somewhere. And then we'll mold back an imp. And then we'll play an imp. And we'll play molded encasement. Then ice it. Then I don't know. Play some more imps. Oh look, I have another imp in my hand. Fantastic. All right, we have 35 turns of stealth. Well, we clearly have no problem during Relentless at this point. We need to get to Relentless. How the hell is that gonna happen? Impish Scholar, return a random consumed spell to your hand. This is so incredibly good, but we can only play it once unless we put the Impish Scholar in another unit that has Endless, because I want to bring back One Horn's Tome. I mean, we could just put him in the deck and play him on the final fight. You know, we don't have to play him all the time. I think it's worth adding, honestly. Now, Inflame is also great for the armor and rage. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good card. Endless. Dude, there's our Endless unit. Damn it! I didn't get the imp. But we'll take Votavary because this is now an endless. Like we could put anything on the Votavary or the Votavary in anything to give it endless. We should have 100% grabbed the damn imp, because then we would have gotten Imp in a Box, Horn Break, and One Horn's Tome back for free every turn. That would have been incredible. That was a huge mistake. At the start of battle, summon 4 random units from your deck onto the middle floor. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3 units. I think I'm just gonna take this. It's gonna make it a lot easier to figure out. Now the moldeds actually are still okay. Merchant costs are reduced, why not? Rage does not decay. 2 damage when an enemy unit moves between floors. Hey, steward units. No, we'll take extra days. Just buying relics at this point. I think we'll get rid of 1 molded though. Everything else is like exactly what I need in the deck. We could get rid of Fortify because we have Inflame, which is better. We have a 14 card deck. But I really should have just grabbed the Imp. I was worried about not being able to find Endless for it because I know that we're not going to get any more Merchants of Steel, but we just immediately picked up the exact next unit that would have worked perfectly for it. We would have been able to stack up infinite amounts of multi-strike. It would have been incredible. And I screwed it up. All right, well, we'll just start here. So we're gonna play Horned Warrior. I'm gonna give him some armor, play the Shardtail Queen, kill our imp, and then play Votavary. He's not gonna die, but it doesn't matter, because they're just here to give me cards. How are you to know? Exactly, but I should have known. +1 to spells in hand. That's not a huge problem. Start with Molten Encasement. Bring back our Welder Helper. We play the Fledgling Imp and the Welder Helper. They did not hit 1 horns, which is annoying, but it'll come back around. We'll just give you some rage. It doesn't matter the cost of the card, because we either get it for free or we don't play it. We get it for free thanks to Flicker's Liquor. Now, we do need this guy to die. He will die at some point, probably. You have Burnout 2. Okay, I'm going to give you the armor. There we go. And then you're gonna burn out in 1 turn, and then also we're gonna kill our own Tomb unit, because we have to kill the Tomb unit. That's kind of the whole strategy. We could pull it forward, but then it's not gonna die. Getting the +1 burnout on this Molten Encasement would have been amazing, and it was a mistake not to get it. I really should have. I understand my mistake. On the positive side, we don't really need that much. I guess I'll do it here. Out of him, because he gives us 8 stealth. You know, we can afford to let him die slowly. Days on units. So we're not gonna play the Molten Encasement up there. I will play this though. We'll play him down here. I mean, we have it like a sweet imp floor. They're doing 124 damage. It's a pretty good imp floor. I mean, they're actually killing the unit. And the imps all have stealth 7. Maybe that's the strategy. We're gonna have 2 good floors. 1 floor is just full of imps and a single Molten Encasement. Okay, we don't need the armor. We have infinity stealth. Instead, we're gonna give you... Play you, the front. Yes, then we're gonna play you, you, and since you're stealthed up, I can March of Shields whoever I want. We're gonna March of Shields the Queen. I have to remember I can play March of Shields on her because she won't die. These units are gonna die. They're in the back. So I don't know. We could give you a little bit more armor, I guess. This is a little bit silly though, because now I have to give the armor to you. Well, you know what? I guess. Hold on. What's going on down here? You're totally fine. Totally fine. Okay. Put the armor on you, then we'll Molten Encasement. I put the Molten Encasement in the back. It doesn't matter though. Armor is just for the spikes at this point, right? Yeah, basically. Horned Warrior with 5 HP and fragile. We gotta find some way of keeping him alive. So we're gonna put you there, and you there. And I'm giving him Inflame because it's a rage bonus as well. By the way, the boss is taking 900 damage. Due to imps. Imps that don't ruin their, oh my god, Votavary finally died. Imps that, admittedly, never lose their rage, which seems pretty good. We should always be bringing back burnout ones. I mean, we have a 450 damage, you know, multi-strike unit up there now. Again with the armor. We gotta play March of Shields first, you dummy. We still can, but you also gotta play it first. Minox says, I can't say I understand how those imps got that strong. Just lots of imps. Extinguish deal 15 damage to enemy units. Devourer of Death. I mean, I gotta say, I actually love the idea of this inside of the Votivary. That way it does 15 damage to all enemy units whenever it dies, which is actually 30 damage, which is enough to kill a lot of support units, which makes it easier for us to kill things on the top floor. Now we're gonna be a little bit hefty on packed shards, but I think that's okay. And we do need capacity, but if we can make this card intrinsic and holdover, then we're not gonna have capacity problems. Draw isn't really a problem, neither is energy. So what the hell do you take? You could go capacity, just so you have more room for imps. I don't think it's a bad idea. Ideally, if the Votivary dies every turn, it will die, give us 2 draw, and then when we play it next turn, it will also make cards free by playing them. So we could go Merchant of Magic, or Merchant of Steel. There actually was one more that I forgot that it was there. We could also meld Devourer of Death into the Votivary and then double it, which is very funny. That can't be what we want. That can't be what we want. We could double it next round. Energy could not be bad. I mean, nothing's bad, but we don't need energy because with Flicker's Liquor and our upgraded Queen, we're gonna get 2 imps that are free, that make 2 cards free in our deck every turn. The Votivary makes a card free, the Molten Encasement makes a card free, and then when we mold back an imp, it's gonna make a card free. So we have enough free cards. I mean, we're playing One Horn's Tome for free, because we have to. Energy doesn't solve that problem. It is I have nothing to remove. I think we will go left. Let's see what the Concealed Caverns gives us. If we're lucky. This is kind of what I was thinking of. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just make you big. And then I'll re-roll. We did not get what I was looking for, which was burnout on the Molten Encasement. That's something that we should have done previously and I didn't do, but that was a mistake. Send a unit to the pyre. I mean, we can take it. Again, it doesn't matter because these cards are gonna be played for free. Man, not taking that imp that brings back consume cards was such a big mistake. Could put the Rage on the Horn guy. I want him to have the health so that he can survive until we give him armor or stealth against divinity, which requires either plus 25 or the large stone, but the large stone is also damage. Spell Chain. You know, Spell Chain One Horns is playable. And then I want you and you. Because now it's 30 damage to all enemy units whenever you die. No, we're at 130. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. I could give the Votivary quick rage, so it'll do 15 damage once. Nah. Spikes 5. Spikes will not matter. It actually will matter. Do we need the gold? Probably not. Spikes 5. So we have to give you... I'm gonna turn it on. It's a lot, but I actually think I can work my way around it. Just don't pulley claw you. Might as well play it. Oh, you're actually even not gonna do anything. You're fine. So let's give you armor. These are imps. A molting imp and a pyre chopper. So we want pyre. I mean, we're just gonna be playing everything basically. Play you. Play you. We're gonna be giving the queen a lot of armor, so we could actually give her the multi-strike is what I'm thinking. Because welder helpers are gonna be played like here to buff her. Now having said that, we haven't gotten old magic and the molten encasement does need to come back next turn, but we can enable that just by playing it down here. I would like Votivary to also die and give me draw, but we could kill it with Hornbreak and maybe draw on this turn, which actually would probably be even better. Molten Encasement needs to be played, Welder Helper needs to be played, Votivary needs to give us cards. This turn or next turn? Next turn we can get a Molded and replay Welder Helper. Welder Helper could go up here, we could then kill it. We could then put down a Molten Encasement for next turn, which is what we're gonna need, which is actually, you don't attack, so we gotta kill you as well, because we gotta wait for you. You sweep. You're gonna be dazed on the top floor. I'm gonna hit you, gonna hit you, gonna hit you. You know what? You gave me One Horn's Tome, which I think is what I want. Yeah, I mean, you have 30 armor and you're gonna get a lot more as we go. So I'm gonna give you the multi-strike. And then you'll die. Then I'm gonna give you another multi-strike. That seems okay. I wish we could have killed the gold, but we're doing this for gold, so let's just not die, right? Now, capacity buff. You're taking 10. Guess what? I have a welder helper. Now, the problem is the welder helpers aren't dying, because I need Hornbreak to kill them, or units to make it up that aren't dazed. Okay, good point. We can, however, bring back a Rage Imp or an Energy Imp or a Molting Imp. Let's bring back the Rage Imp. How are we gonna do this? Steel Pulley Claw, Hornbreak. Okay, we're gonna play you. You're not dying now. I do this to myself, man. You're also gonna be Ember Drain now! I'm doing this so improperly. We'll still be okay. Votivary comes out. You died. Inflame. You're dying to spikes. Hit. Hit. You're getting hit and then you're dying to spikes. We need Molten Encasement. That just has to be played. We also want March of Shields. Let's play that first. I also want to kill the Imp, but we can kill that with the Hornbreak. So March of Shields, Molten Encasement, capacity gain, kill that damn Imp. Now we can play more stuff up here. The Imp will die on spikes. We can give you even more rage and armor. We can yeet something into the pyre. The pyre would take spikes damage, and there's not really a reason to yeet things into the pyre, so let's not worry about it. Although pushing like you into the pyre with spikes 8 might be worth it, but we'll take a lot of damage from that. Let's just end turn. Okay, now the top floor has stealth. It took us many turns to get to that point. You're taking 10 damage, but you're not fragile. You're fragile. You need to stay alive. What do we want? We want your sweeper, welder helper in the back. In fact, all of our imps can go in the back on this turn. especially if they're burnout 1. They'll have enough HP that they won't survive. Let's get another one. Now you're dead. If you're dead, let's go armor. Molten encasement. You can just... You can get out of my deck, you can die. Although now that I think about it, that imp might live on this floor. God damn it. It's okay that we have 17 stealth and we're doing a lot of damage. It seems okay. Votivary dies. You can get played. Why are you dying? Because you're getting hit. But attack goes in turn order, so the queen's gonna kill the enemy before the imp actually attacks, so we're gonna get Ember Drain next turn. I think I'm just gonna Horn Break you then. But then you are gonna get swept next turn. I don't know, I could daze the imp, but that's not gonna do anything. We don't need more Molten Encasements. If we don't want to play it, we don't have to play it. We gotta do something about you though, because you're gonna, at this point, you're gonna live to hit the pyre, which I'd like to avoid. Taking 159 damage. You're getting hit by the Horned Warrior twice. Can I do anything else about this? I mean, I could interrupt enemy order. I could bring you to the front. I think that actually does enough, because we do 100 and, I mean, let's start with the imps. Actually, Hornbreak will do it. Yeah, it'll just kill you. Easy. All right, then we'll play this. March of Shields. Votivary. Inflame. Mold back. More Rage. Armor. And then you might as well send out the Molten Encasement. It's kind of working, which is very surprising. Now, against Seraph, we do have Devour Spell Seraph. We're gonna run out of spells very quickly, but really a lot of this is just our imps doing some good work. I mean, we don't even need to play anything else, but like, it's fun. You do 63 damage per attack? I mean, you're not gonna live on this floor anyways. What am I worried about? We have 28 stealth. You took 2 damage when you move it up a floor. You freaking dummy. Okay, end turn. Minox says, I would say Seraph might be a bigger problem than Divinity. One Horn's Tome! Yes. 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 Although important work is also freaking fantastic. But let's go for the one horn. Remove all debuff effects from friendly units and buff effects from enemy units. You want to know what's interesting is that it will remove Heartless. Heartless used to be not considered a debuff. It used to be just a status effect, but then they changed it. You can remove Heartless with resin removal. One Horn's Tome, more like 2 Horn's Tomes, but wow! Burm, 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 burm. Fatal Melting could actually be kind of nice, but we kind of have that with our explosive minion. Do you want to turn any unit into a better Animus of Will? One Horns is not a better Animus of Will. One Horns is annoying because of the fragility. You think resin removal would remove fragility? I don't know. Let's skip. Dun, dun. And we're gonna go to the right. We want spell upgrades. We want to duplicate the one horns probably, and I'm gonna get another relic because why the frick not? Gain gold, or X cost cards get +3. All right, well I'll gain gold. That was a complete and total waste. When you first summon your champion, gain a random unit card. Rage gains an additional +1 per stack. When you summon your imp, gain energy and draw a card. I want all 3 of these. Remove consume and cost 1 more. Spell chain 1 Horn's Tome. We have to start there. We have to. And then we have to go imp, and then we have to go rage. Conscription Notice could be fun too, but this is how we're building the deck, let's be honest. What do we remove? Dude, I don't know. At this point, I'm okay removing 1 Horn's Tome because we have a spell chained one, but this one will just consume anyways. We could remove. Okay, hear me out. Remove Horned Warrior. Then we can play way more imps on the top floor. Molten Encasement can always fit at the back on Divinity because it'll get swept. Dupe a unit to get to 150. I'm actually gonna dupe 1 Horn's Tome. I think we removed Horned Warrior because our champ does more damage and we're gonna give it an infinite number of multi-strike. I want imp positions. So I'm gonna you know what? No, we can play you to die. We don't have to remove you now. What we should remove is maybe the Inflame? Because we have imps that do all of this. They give us rage and armor. I like having 1 mold, and I really like old magic. We don't really need Still Pulley Claw, but it consumes anyways. An additional 1 Horns? I think I'm gonna remove Inflame. And then I think I'm just gonna remove the other 1 Horns. Because we've got these ones. You're gonna lose them to consume Seraph. Well, the thing is that if we play like 5 1 Horn's Tomes, that's enough. We don't need to play 10. We don't need to play 100 of them. We just need to have enough to survive. So if we, you know, consume 1 of these, don't consume the other one, and then consume it the second time around, that's still 6 multi-strike. That's still like a 600 damage unit right off the cuff without even including the rage gain. I'm just thinning up the deck just like a hair. And then I'll make old magic free. And then I will, dude, I don't want to purge any card from this deck. I gotta be honest with you. I like the deck the way it is. But we can play that unit just to kill him, so he gets out of the deck, and then we can just build up the queen and imps. Now, is this the perfect queen imp build? Oh, absolutely. That's just what happens sometimes. Now, here's the real question. Do you care about self-mutilation? I'm gonna say no, because we'll be able to play them for free, and if we take some pyre damage, I don't care. I'm still gonna start up here, and we're gonna play Horned Warrior here, and we're gonna play the queen up here. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna give you multi-strike, and I'm doing it right now. Now that one will come back in the deck later. Now we consumed it, but that's fine. As soon as they make it up, these units will start dying, as soon as these guys start making it up. So I think what we do first is give you armor. Let's check this. I think I'm just gonna give you more armor. I think I'm going to kill you. Put down an imp. Mold you back. Play you. I think I will play the Molten Encasement. In fact, we can play Molten Encasement and then kill it, and then we'll get the stealth immediately. We have already 60 armor. I think I will stop you from adding garbage to my deck. Where did this Queen's Imp come from? Pardon? What? Deal 10 damage to the front enemy. Oh, it came out of the box, didn't it? Yeah, okay. I was like, what the heck? I still have one of these in my deck? No, it came out of the box. We can just play it. Why are you taking way less damage now? You went from taking like 130. How are you taking? Oh, because the melee weakness is being lost to the imp. Okay, I get it. Okay, so ideally we're not going to consume this one horns if we can make it happen, and we probably can. Votivary will wipe this floor. You're all dying anyways, because oh hey look, I got a sweet unit. Now I could still ascend you, but I like having the capacity for other things up here. And I don't really mind that consumes. We got to pick something. We don't need the capacity for more imps if this guy's down here. But it will gain armor. You're attacking. So if I play the welder helper, you'll kill it. And then we can play the imp, which gives us a free one's horn. Which means we can play Molten Encasement, which didn't hit one's horn. That makes total sense, actually. I should have played this card. Whoops, anyways. I've got a lot of one horns in the deck now. All we gotta do is draw them. Oh look, one horn's tome. I also have not a lot of room up here, huh? How do we want to do this? I do not mind consuming March of Shields. I will then play, you're dying, which is perfect. I'll play another imp. I will play a one's horn. We'll play Votivary. I will start molding things back. Yeah, I'll mold back a Queen's Impling, why not? What the hell happened there? I just drew Vengeful Shards. Well, I mean, you gotta draw them at some point, right? Get out of my deck. This'll actually be easier when we get to Divinity, because Divinity will kill my imps and give me more space for other imps that I'm drawing. So I firmly believe that it'll actually make it an easier go. What I need to do, though, is still kill these imps. I mean, you're doing 61 damage. I kind of don't want to kill you. Also, this consumes. I mean, something is going to consume. This will consume. Let's see if we can play it. Not this one, this one. Well, you know what? Let's consume the Horn Break. Because now we can hit both one horns. I mean, this is going pretty well. And again, on Divinity, it'll be even easier, probably. So, Votivary. I don't mind molding this, or losing this via a mold. We'll just bring out a Fledgling Imp, and then have this thing burn out. Now 2 units are dying on this floor, which is fantastic. There you go. So now we have 155 damage times 8. As long as our queen takes no damage, we're fine. If she ever takes any damage, we're toasted. Okay, I can play 2 minions. I will play an imp, and then I will play a molten encasement. Because they have 2 attackers, I can play 2 units and then they'll die. We will play one's horn. I will play you. I should have played these first. I'm dumb. We need to make sure that the one horns is the only card in our deck in order to make it free. I'm not doing that, so I'm not getting it for free. So I would like, I mean, you have 18 turns of stealth, you're fine. Let's play you. Actually, we can play cards here because they're free. Then we can play these. Then this will make, you're taking 46 damage. One horn's free, which will consume, but it's not like we can really control that. We have no other spells in our deck. We have an 8-card deck right now. And we're drawing all but 1 card every turn. Oh, hey, look, it's one horn. Oh, there it is. You're doing 2,000 damage a turn? That's pretty good. How much stealth do you have? I like literally can't tell, huh? Well, here's the deal. They're doing 2,200 damage a turn. Pretty good for the queen. I normally don't like this champion, but she is able to get the job done. There you go. Now no one's dying. And this was with a very annoying boss that removed all of our one horns. Let's see how this goes. No train, no book of champions, which would have been amazing. Bang, 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 bang. Gotcha. Should have played it down here. Imps, 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 Votivary Molten Encasement. This is good. We're gonna take 14 damage on the queen, and then she's gonna enter stealth. This is why I needed more health on the, oh, he's out of my deck. On the other guy, the one who just died. I made him large stone. I needed him to have more health to survive this hit, but we can do that ourselves now. So you're gonna kill whatever I put down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 capacity. I could even horn break my own molten encasement. I don't see the point. They're gonna die anyways. So what I will do is, if I play a molting imp, or sorry, a fledgling imp, we're gonna get draw. I'm gonna start here. I don't know why I did that. It doesn't matter. We can start here. You're gonna die. There you go. That works. Then queen. An imp. We got an old magic. It's fine. Gain +2 attack with a horn break. You die in one shot. Okay, you know what? I could have killed him with the horn break. So there's our first one horns. There's our second one horns. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, free. 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 Well, hold on. One horns. Free. Just, you know, put this anywhere, basically. Who do we want to die? Like, you. Buys us more time. Then Votivary. Made molten encasement free. Which made steel pulley claw free. We didn't get a free one horns? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Phase 3, huh? I don't know. Lol, even Divinity has googly eyes. Where's his googlies? Oh, there they are. They're like in the middle of his head. Okay, now we have 2 one horns. Let's see if we can make those free. Old Magic, March of Shields, Welder Helper, Fledgling Imp. Votiver can go down here. One of them is free. One Horn's Tome. Don't really need it. Let's mold. Bring back more rage. One Horn's Tome is free. Molten Encasement. One Horn's Tome is free. Now we're already up to almost 1,000 damage per turn. It's pretty good. Get rid of the spikes when possible. We have 60 armor. That armor is enough to survive spikes, and we do enough damage that nothing's gonna make it through. So I think we're fine. What a weird run. Weird but cool. I don't think I've ever had a run with her where she's this potent. But then again, we do have 2 non-consume spell chain one horns that are being played for free. And he's taking 700 damage. He's freaking toast. All right, Old Magic. Mold back a. I mean, we want damage, but we also want armor. So we can mix it up a bit. We have room for all of our imps. Ooh, play the one horns. He's taking 500 damage. Our champion is doing 2,000 damage a turn. He's never gonna hit Relentless. He's gonna die possibly next turn. These guys are a little tough, but if I can get enough rage, I can kill them all in one shot. I would expect the boss to probably die next turn. Not this turn, but next turn. But we do have infinite scaling on this run. Oh good, 3 of them. Our infinite scaling on this run is basically just, oh hey, one horns and a bunch of rage. Take that one, take that one, take that one. He's taking 1,900 damage. Oh my god. He's taking 2,300 damage. He almost died. He got down to 400 HP. I gotta know how many stacks we can get. Please. We should play this, because then it has a higher chance of making a free one horn. That was my mistake there. Please. There you go. You know, it's just a casual, geez, I don't know. Can someone do 260 times 17? I don't want to. I don't need to. Well, that was a fun fight. It was a fun run. Victory. Hey, expert challenge completed. If we did not get those multi-strikes, we would not have won, I don't think. We had another unit. We had a couple of units that I was trying to build up, but once we picked up the multi-strikes, it's like, I don't need them. Stealth applied 816. Yeah, we applied a lot of stealth. Stealth 8 per molten encasement. I mean, we got everything, exactly everything that we needed. Stealth meant that we didn't really need a lot of armor. The queen gave herself armor so that she wouldn't die to spikes. We got 2 non-consume spell chain one-horns tomes that were made free thanks to Flicker's Liquor. We got everything that we wanted. The only way this could have possibly been better is maybe the Votivary with the consume imp inside of it, the one that brings back a consume card, and then we don't need to worry about making the horns break not consume. We could have done something else with it, but it didn't matter. What a fun run. Would have also been good to have that imp for the Seraph fight at the very least, so we maybe should have gone there, but it worked. Fun run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train. This is the power of googly eyes, says Disposable Account.